Go.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Skripik. Today my audience member is my older sister Felicia Skripik, who's also working the camera for me.
Hello.
And today my speech will be on a well-rounded future, why participation in both sports and the arts are important in student development. As kids, as students, many of us participated in extracurricular activities. Some of us were jocks, some of us were band kids, some of us were even those weird theater kids that you avoided because they were so overly dramatic that you didn't even know what to do with them. It created a lot of division amongst different groups of people, and it was noticeable in our own experiences, and it's noticeable now. And it's even apparent in our culture, the differences in activities that we participate in and the people that we hang out with. However, the drawback of that, while activities are great, is that when we only focus on one activity solely, we miss out on the benefits of being well-rounded and of participating in many activities, and our students face that today. And this can happen for many reasons. Sometimes student activity can be based simply on student interest. Some schools just prefer other activities because of student interest, because of student population favoritism. Sometimes it can be like we were as kids. It can be parent encouragement. Sometimes a parent will just encourage their student to participate in the activity that they believe can give them the best future. A lot of the time, however, the differences between sports and the arts in particular can come from a lack of funding and a budget. It's expensive to have a thriving arts program and a thriving sports program, and many school districts can just not afford that. Athletes are taught from a young age, however, to live a healthy lifestyle, and that's a benefit that they gain from playing sports. Likewise, young artists think in a way that is creative and outside the box, and it's a benefit for them as they go through life. So we should encourage our students, as wanting them to be as well-rounded as they can, to engage in both. Many of us lacked something growing up because we only participated in one activity, and it became our focus through much of middle and high school. We either all fell into one camp or the other, and even today we tend to engage in activities that correlate with what we have participated in our past. And though as adults we have gained a lot of insight and a lot of knowledge that's kind of helped us to bridge that gap, there are lessons that we could have learned from a young age had we been encouraged, and have we encouraged our students today to participate in more than one activity, primarily sports and the arts, as drastically different as they are. It gives them the benefit of a fuller, more well-rounded outlook on life. I'm such a person who played a lot of sports and participated in the arts growing up. However, the older I got, I found that I gave away my love of playing sports to participate in performance. And there are a lot of benefits that I missed out on simply because of that. And so I believe that we need to encourage our students to engage in sports and in the arts, simply because they gain the physical benefit of a healthy lifestyle through playing sports. They gain the cognitive initiative of thinking within the creative universe of the arts when we encourage them to participate. And both of them together give them a very unique skill set that allows them a broader range to be able to relate to the world around them. So there are many benefits of playing sports that we all know. It teaches our students the benefit of working your body and living a healthy lifestyle. Working out and maintaining a healthy lifestyle can help them to be more successful in school. It helps them to be happier. It helps them to maintain those life lessons or those practices that can benefit them so much later in life. As Drake 2012 states, team sport participation have the strongest and most consistent inverse association with weight status. Obesity prevention programs should consider strategies to increase team sport participation among all students. Sports help us to develop physically. They teach us to be part of a team. They encourage us to work in a competitive yet healthy manner. Similarly, the arts have benefits of their own. Arts can help students with cognitive development in a way that is very, very unique. It teaches them to be creative and to work in various problem-solving ways that can help them not only achieve better in the classroom, it can help them to relate to people around them in a more creative, broader way, simply because of the types of people that they'll come into contact with. As Jackson, 1993 states, there are not only specific craft skills required, but a philosophic commitment to the genuinely educative and enriching experience that theater and education can provide. And that's on page 51. It helps them to approach life in a way that is very beneficial and is creative and is outside the box. And it helps them to problem solve. So what do these things do together? Why participate in both? Mahoney, in their study in 2005, and associates, stated that adolescent egocentrism, or the idea that all students assume that all other students are thinking about what they're thinking about, may handicap students in understanding and anticipating the different point of view and intentions of collaborators, thus making coordination of work on a team more difficult. This means that as students, they have to be taught how to relate to one another, and they do that primarily through the activities that they participate in. And while that's great, having them participate in more than one activity gives them the benefit of learning multiple ways to connect and to relate to one another. Sports use competitiveness to encourage team building toward a common goal, while art helps students to relate to a wide variety of people and cross those bridges that may come across cultural and class lines, simply interacting with people that they may not on a regular basis. We even see encouragement of this in the Bible. In Proverbs 27:17, it states, "As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend." Even the Bible encourages us to relate to one another in various ways and in deep ways. And cross participation in sports and in arts and in many activities can give our students that. So what's our solution to this? Because we have a problem of sometimes it's encouragement, sometimes it's funding. So how do we give this to our students? There are three primary ways we can do this. One is fundraising. It's a great tool. It's a great lesson for our kids. It gets them involved. It gets us involved as the adults in their life. And it provides the educational system with a way to be able to give them this experience that they need. Another way is parent involvement. By being an example and being there and showing your kids a way to do this, it's beneficial and it teaches them to take the initiative on their own. And the final way primarily is parent encouragement. Simply encouraging our students to participate in more than one activity, to be well-rounded, to experience art and sports and culture and all of these things that we want them to be able to experience as adults. So by encouraging students to do this, we give them a more well-rounded outlook on life. We teach them to be healthy and we teach them to be creative. We teach them to relate and to cross cultural bounds simply by the activities that we encourage them to participate in. Sports give them that healthy lifestyle that every parent wants their child to have and that our parents wanted us to have. Art teaches them to think creatively, to see the world in a way that is unique and that can help them problem solve. And by engaging in both, students learn to relate to each other on many levels. They can relate intellectually and in the things that they enjoy and the way that they think and the way that they see each other. So after all this, why wouldn't we give our students the very best future that we can give them? Why wouldn't we teach our athletes to be creative and to think outside the box while we teach our artists to be healthy and to pursue a healthy lifestyle that gives them benefits later on? Why wouldn't we give our next generation of adults all the tools that they're going to need to be happy and productive and well-rounded? Right now, we have the opportunity to give our students a broader outlook than we had, to build a wider world than we could have built. And they can build a future that changes the way that they not only see themselves, but that the way that they see each other. So after all this, why would we not give that to them? Thank you.